Hi guys, it's Hayley. I'm here with my first page of the August Scrap Stash Kit Club. If anybody wants to know anything about that, it's a kit you make each month from your own stash, and I'll put a wee link in the information underneath, and you can go check it out. So this is my first one, so it's kind of exciting. So I decided to use the flea market and try and use it together to start with anyway. This small piece of the aqua with the roses, that's from the flea market 6x6 pad. And initially when I lined these photos up, I was going to have a gap between the papers and the photos, and then I was just going to have a gap between the papers and leave the photos all touching. And then I realised that I totally didn't measure, that's the problem, you see. Totally measured it wrong without my ruler. And now there's a bit of a funny bit where it doesn't line up. So I'm going to have to move everything over. I actually do a fair bit of moving. Thank goodness for ATG adhesive in this. Yeah, and then when I put this one down, I think it's totally crooked too, and I think I fixed that later. But anyway, I'm not usually that bad at eyeballing it. I think maybe I was on maybe I was standing up. I sometimes stand up and sometimes sit down, and I think I get a better, which sounds funny because you're not standing over top of it, but I actually think I get a better view when I'm sitting down because it's probably how I primarily scrap, so that's the angle I'm used to. So it's still crooked. Anyway. These pictures are of my two older daughters. Oh, just while I'm showing you that tag. That tag was from a Project Life card, and I cut that out for something else and I haven't used it, so I'm going to use it on this. I've found some of those cameras that were from the very first Maggie Holmes collection, and I'm cutting those out. So I was telling you about the photos. The photos are of my two older daughters, and this is quite a few years ago now. And they're just playing outside. And I used to always say that they're better when they're busy. They get along, for the most part, really well. They're kind of close in age, so they like the same things often. But outside, they just seem to work together better and get on with it, really. And so I'm a big fan of outside. Okay, so I've just got some wee pieces that I'm going to use for layering, and these are, oh well, the cameras are from a paper, but the other wee bits are from those cut apart sheets. And I just have a wee stack that I want to use up, and a lot of the sayings and sentiments are really neutral, so they're really easy to use. I'm just using double-sided tape on these, like acid-free, but my ATG and I seem to be having issues with everything. I've just got a bad roll on it, and it bubbles up a lot, so I don't mind using it for larger pieces, but on the little pieces it just seems counterproductive, really. Here I'm just using a glue dot to stick that button inside the other button, and then put that button on the tag because I don't like tags with fake holes on them, as people know. It's a random thing. And I did just happen to have some navy and some light green buttons. So now I'm going to use my paper piercer to make a hole for this brad. And I realise once I get it in, and I do have to kind of pay attention with this one because it's got love written on it. Whereas a lot of them, if they just have a design, you don't have to, be careful about which way up it ends up. There I realised when I put it on that it covered up the S, so I've just moved it over, made another hole. And there I realised that paper is still wrong. So I'm going to have another go at it. Wouldn't it have just been easier to use the ruler? Yeah. I don't use the ruler. Very rarely anyway. If it was a whole bunch of tiny squares or something, I may have used the ruler just for an idea, but I wouldn't use it just for something like this. But now I'm rethinking that. Maybe I should head in that direction. So I'm going to put my title there. I just want something for it to sit on. So I've just got another Project Life card. And I'm just going to tuck it under there. And I'm going to work with these Amy Tan like see-through Vellamy stickers and the thickers. Those stickers I actually forgot to show in my collecting up a kit video, but they were floating around and they're that navy, so they're perfect for this. And because of my issues with my glue in my one of my last videos, I'm now keeping my needle stuck down the side of the plastic. That works good. I used to do that with the Dimensional Magic too. And I always glue my thickers. I never trust them because they're completely untrustworthy. This set of thickers, I'm pretty sure it was a Dear Lizzie one, and it's very, very faint kind of mint with white dots on it. And I'm going to make a title called Summer Chores. And I love these pictures. I love the picture of them cleaning their play kitchen outside. I do journal afterwards, and you'll see it in the stills. But they love anything with bubbles, so cleaning windows, cleaning cars, anything really. So getting them to clean their play equipment outside is really easy. And that second picture of them, of their wee clothes hanging on the clothesline, that's their Barbie clothes they'd washed and hung out. So cute. So this is just a leftover wee bag of Mickey Holmes things. I'm just looking for something. I wanted to put summer along the top, but because of the texture of the fence in the photo, you couldn't see them. So I'm just looking for something to layer on top to sit the title on, really. And it's funny, like probably that first thing I pulled out would have been fine, but I still have to look through every single item in case there's a better option. So I cut this way too big initially. I think I cut it big enough that I could tuck it under something, but then I remembered that it's actually going to sit on top, so. Okay, and then I toy with the idea of turning it into like a banner. And then I don't like it, so I get rid of that. Oh, I add some foam first, then I get rid of it. And then I wanted to do my typical top and bottom with a strip of paper. And I do like this navy on camera. When I did it, when I was making the page, I didn't like it. I thought it was a bit dark because there is quite a lot of darkness in those top two pictures. But actually on camera it doesn't look bad at all. But then I thought I'll lighten it up a bit and look for something in my scraps. That's what I'm doing now, rummaging in my big pile of things. And I didn't mind that yellow flea market paper, but I already had a floral on the page, so I didn't want to go with another floral. And here I just pull out a piece of crepe paper. This is from the it was a while ago now, a baby boy a baby boy collection, or a little boy collection, baby boy I think. And I'm sorry I'm a wee bit out of frame here, but you know what I'm doing. That's why with making this from the kit, it's why I love having that pile of scraps already there, or else I'd have to go into my big scrap bin and oh, that would be a good 5 minutes down the track. I'd find something suitable. So that is pretty much the page. There'll be some stills coming up. I've just added my journaling. I'm just going to show you some details. I've just added my journaling to the left of the title and just talks about a bit more in depth about the pictures. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.